Welcome! You're watching Roll for Crit, and today we're gonna roll for crit as we play a game of Dungeons and Dragons, 5th edition. Thanks very much. That's necessary. It really helps me feel better about myself. This is another edition of our ongoing campaign, which you haven't been able to watch all of it because usually we don't always stream it. We did stream one a few weeks back, and if you happen to watch that, then this scenario will look familiar to you. You see, there's a dragon over there. Before it was alive. Now there's a big red X in it. That means it's no longer alive. We'll get into all that stuff. In the meantime, I'm Jonathan, and I will be your DM for today. And joining me, as always, our party of adventurers, most of them, starting with Will.
Yes, I'm here. I'm the ranger. And by the way, if you are curious on what actually happens in the campaign, we talk about them in our audio expansion. That's right. I'm doing a plug for our Patreon.
Go check it out. $5 a month. You can hear all about it, people. All the details. Who else we got? Ivan.
I'm Ivan. I'm Lord Featherbottom II, and I'm here to play.
He sure is.
I am.
And not last, but today he's last and not least. Danny.
Yo.
What's your character?
That's my character's name. Mulgrew Bloodhoof, a Tauren from the world of Warcraft, and got lost.
Yep, that sounds about right. So to recap, just previously, what happened is there was actually a lot of stuff happening in between our last stream and this one, but our adventurers met this dragon, left this dragon, did some other stuff. They killed a big dinosaur. Then they came back here, and then they killed this big dragon. They're all level 5 now. It's very exciting. They're real powerful. They're kind of full of themselves. Their arrogance will be their downfall if I have anything to say about it, and I do. And
you made us this way.
But they have indeed successfully taken down this dragon, and there is a big old treasure hoard in there, and Jebediah is just outside. He was their tracker, their guide throughout this adventure in this forest. Now, we are short a party member today, that party member being Varys, the wizard, and he is an elf, half-elf, or is he just a full elf? I think he's a...
I don't know.
I think he's a half-elf. I don't know. What am I, the GM? I got to know everything? He's some kind of a pointy-eared guy. And
rude.
So he's not with us, unfortunately. So we'll see what happens. This will be a little bit of a different kind of an adventure, and maybe things will go according to plan, or maybe they won't. It's all live, folks. So you're gonna see the deep, dark, dirty, behind the scenes stuff going on today. So you as I said, you just took down this dragon. You're in his hoard. What first responses? What's your game plan?
We all do a 1980s slow motion high five.
Yes.
All right, we're done. That's it. We already ended. That was the entire session. Roll credits.
Can I get athletics checks? I think that's what that's going to require.
All right, but you're not going to like it.
The chat window is covered up, by the way, by us.
Okay, that's fine.
But they can see the 3D dice rolling on the screen.
Perfect.
There's 2 of them, so they won't. I'll narrate these rolls, so don't worry. Hoser 40K's in here said, everyone looks fine. Can see and hear everyone fine. Dungeon Master looks well rested and ready to go. Full disclosure, I had a little bit of coffee today, so.
I'm currently having some.
Oh man, we're treating ourselves this time around. So. Only Mulgrew rolls athletics. It was really bad, poor roll. Everyone else had a great high five except for Mulgrew, who he was too late. And it's hard to. You actually can't. You have kind of an auto fail on high fives because you only can do a high 2, I think.
No,
3.
there's
he has 3 fingers
and a thumb.
Oh, you do have thumbs. All right, fine. Fine, I guess I'll allow that. Is it just your feet are hooves?
Right.
Okay.
He's like a cartoon character. Only has 4 fingers.
Got it. So 12 fingers.
Yep.
That's how multiplication works. All right. So like I said, you're a hoard now. You're inside of a giant hollowed out tree, and there are indeed stacks of various treasures and things lying around. Varys had already looted some during your fight, but there's plenty left to go around. Jebediah, like I said, is recuperating outside as he was trapped, and it seems like he maybe hadn't had anything to eat or drink over the last day. This dragon wasn't exactly treating him like a prize pet, more like a hostage, which is what he was.
Or a treat.
Could be.
I'm going to search the loot for anything interesting that isn't just gold or silver pieces. I want those, but I'm just curious, is there anything in there that isn't just money?
There are definitely things that aren't just money. So it is. A lot of the things in here seem old. A lot of most of it is piles of coins.
That's a little rude to say that about our characters. All right.
I'm sorry. Hey, some of you are actually pretty young.
Aren't I like 100?
That's up to you, man. I don't know. Maybe you are. Maybe you aren't. I don't know what your lifespan is. Well, might not be too
200?
much longer, depending on how things go.
Oh.
So, yes, there are lots of things. There are lots of little treasures and trinkets. First and foremost, if you'll recall, you forfeited lots of your stuff, your equipment, and indeed you can see that in one corner, hastily piled up, it looks like all the things that you had put away into those nets when you first entered the forest and were stolen were brought here.
I'm gonna get my stuff.
Yes.
Back.
So anything that you had previously left behind from your inventory, you may now indicate that you still have it once again.
Perfect.
Should I indicate that I still have it, even though I still had it?
you may mark that however you wish.
Can I find the remaining of those weird rocks? Remember how you described them in the like smooth black?
Yes, any of the things that you previously bribed the dragon with.
So I believe now we have 3 of them.
Yes, that is correct. You had 1 and then 2 more. These are strange, pulsating, warm black rocks that were being used perhaps in some regard by these magic summoners that you've encountered.
Do they interact with each other at all when you bring them together?
I'm afraid that they don't. You hold them together, but
okay.
There doesn't seem to be an immediate reaction. You also find that that emerald dagger that you offered him. Was there anything else that you gave him specifically? I can't quite recall.
It was the rock, it was the dagger, and our friend.
Yeah, those 3 little things.
We didn't give him the fox, right? The fox ran away.
The fox ran off.
The fox ran off into the forest. A few other things that you can see in addition to all the gold. There are a handful of gems, maybe like a dozen or so, and of a few different varieties. I don't know how much you know about gems, if you'd be able to identify them necessarily, but they appear to be shades of green, which is certainly a favorite of this dragon.
Mm-hmm.
You know, before we do anything, hey Varys, you want to detect cast detect magic?
Sure thing.
Sure, guys. Let me just check out my
mage hand.
Here I go. Detect magic. Cast away. Tom Hanks, great movie.
He found the Blu-ray of Catherine.
He's gonna watch this later and hate you.
No, he's not.
He's not gonna watch this.
Varys casts detect magic, and he finds, most of this is just standard treasure stuff. It would seem that, this dragon who wasn't in the best shape. I'll keep pointing it out just to keep your egos from getting too big for killing it. He's been here for a while. It was getting a little lazy, and from what you can see, this forest was, overrun with. It's very difficult terrain, and there's giant spiders and weird hags turning people into mushrooms. So it probably took him a long time to amass the collection that he has. And in recent years, probably not too many people came through here to take stuff from. But there are a few things here and there. And in fact, as he does a sweep for magic items, 4 things in particular light up. That you can access. There are 2 potions. No, wait. What is that?
Oh, never mind. It's never good when the GM goes, what is that?
Okay. Yeah, I just needed to make sure. One of them is a potion of fire breath.
Okay.
I was confused because I wrote down potion of fire breath scroll, and I don't know how.
You drank it and you become a scroll to learn fire breath.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. You read it and you become a potion, or you can make a potion. I'm not sure. So, if anyone wanted more abilities to set things on fire, you have it. There's also a potion of greater healing. So it's like a potion of healing, but greater. That's correct.
Nice.
There are also 2 scrolls, 2 spell scrolls. And Varys can recognize that one of them is for a spell called Warding Wind.
Warding Wind?
Which creates a big gust of wind. And the other one is for a spell called Calm Emotions, which calms people down, to put it to summarize it simply, until you are able to digest and study these and learn them.
Well, I think as our resident main magic user, Ivan, the fighter, I think you should be the one who takes these scrolls.
He's right.
Something doesn't make sense.
Sounded right to me. Yeah, that makes sense to me. But those are mostly the items of interest. There are various weapons and armor scattered around, but they're all either just torn up, or like it looks like whoever was wearing them ruined them by dying while wearing them and using them. So none of them are really of much value.
So inconsiderate. This mail would have been fantastic if he didn't get stabbed in the face.
Yeah.
So disappointing.
Yeah, it's really the worst. Other than that, it's a handful of gems and a whole lot of money, a whole lot of coins of different.
Can I take the
types.
scroll of take a chill pill?
The
that's up
scroll
to you
of
guys.
Xanax.
Scroll of Xanax. Now, I want to know, can I... because
Xanaxium. Yes,
This is our first big dragon we've killed.
that's right.
I
The
kinda
only one
want-
you've killed.
It's true. I want to take one of its teeth for a necklace.
Oh no, you're taking on Orion's
Hey.
stick.
Yeah.
He has plenty of teeth.
I need to get some dragon parts. But first, I gotta say a small prayer. It was an evil dragon, but it's a dragon nonetheless.
Since you are a
So-
dragonborn after all.
I also
I
have
need to
a
show
question.
my respect before I carve up its fat.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
I have a very, very, very appropriate question. Now you've mentioned at least 700 times that he was not in the best of shape.
Yeah.
So where's the food he's been eating?
Well, presumably. Well, I don't know.
Twig blight. I thought it was
You
just twig blight to
presume.
bring him things.
Yeah, that's what you presume, I guess.
Okay. I was like, oh, maybe we can get some rations because he was probably hoarding food, and that's why he got so out of shape. And I guess not.
Well, round is a shape. Just saying.
All right, I'm hoping to get a Rathian plate from this guy.
So,
Jonathan.
everybody carving off teeth. Hold on, let
Yeah.
me roll a D100, and if it's a 2, then you will get your plate. Monster Hunter jokes. All right.
Jokes on jokes on
Yeah,
jokes.
if you like carve off any teeth or any scales or whatever you'd like.
Oh yeah, no,
Right.
I'm definitely gonna. Can I cut through his hide?
I guess that's a good question, actually. Not sure how tough that is. Well, you've got iron claws.
You're the DM. You gotta tell me. Can I cut through his hide?
Can you cut through his hide? Let's see. What's this? Well, I guess you. Yeah, I mean, you can. If you roll well enough, you can attack him and get through his armor. So I gotta assume that, given enough time and effort, you could also just, yeah, carve him up.
All right, I'm gonna try to. I mean, obviously he's a very large dragon, luckily, so there's lots of skin to work with.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna try to take enough and roll it up on my back that could be maybe used to make some armor or leather or something. And I'm gonna take some talons if I can. Obviously, you can tell I've played a lot of Monster Hunter, so that's how my mind goes when I defeat something.
Yeah, maybe too much. Maybe too much.
Maybe, certainly.
By the way, just so anyone doesn't get mad, the clip art here from the book is technically an ancient green dragon, but this was only an adult green dragon. That's just was the convenient image. So I just want to make that clear.
God darn it!
I mean,
Make it correct.
let's just make it clear. We have also a picture of a World of Warcraft character, a Digimon, 2 drawings of the actual characters, a random pterodactyl, and a Simpsons character.
Yeah, I guess that's right. I don't. In the monster manual, they don't show a different picture.
Did they
for
show
the
pictures
adult.
for every dragon, for every monster?
No, they do not. So yeah, I don't know if there's any official art elsewhere, but in the book there is not. But it's fun to look through. We should just play. Let's just read interesting facts about D&D monsters. All right.
That's a great live stream.
Yeah, I think so. So you're
So I'm
cutting
gonna
your things
use-
off. Go ahead.
Yep, I'm going to use my. I have a hammer now in my inventory, so I'm going to use the claw end of my hammer to take out one of its teeth.
Sweet. You do it. You can do it.
I use a piece of rope that I have in my inventory, and I make a little dragon tooth necklace.
Do you want
Because
a clean one or a bloody one?
Bloody.
Okay. You
'Cause
got-
I want it to be proof that we slayed this dragon.
Yeah.
No one needs to know it's fat and lazy. We can lie.
I just imagine see this necklace? This proves I killed a dragon. Meanwhile, just 2 feet to the left, you is me just covered in dragon parts that I've carved off the
You're carrying a full size wing behind you.
I want to actually take the head and wear it as a helmet. No.
It's a little bit.
By
big
the
for
way, a little off topic, but I'm curious for anyone who's watching, since I think this is tangentially related. We were playing Villainous the other night, and we found out that there are half octopi, half human creatures known as Caesalia. I believe I'm saying that because we were wondering if Ursula was. Are they related? Because a fish is not an octopus, or octopus, they're not in the same tree. So our memory is related to half octopi people. I'm curious on people's idea of the taxonomy of these mythical creatures.
that's out there now. I wonder if you understood a single word of it, but it has been said. So please feel free to chat or comment. Let us know. Are mermaids related to octopi people?
Inquiring minds want to know.
You haven't encountered any mermaids yet in this adventure.
Well, I was trying to think of something.
There were fish
cabin in the
people,
woods.
though.
We'll never find them until we don't want them.
Yeah, they were cool.
Is there only small trinkets? Is there any? Well, first of all, is there any empty bottles or a cart or anything like that? Or bags?
Why don't you
Things to carry things with.
Why don't you make an investigation roll?
That would be a great idea. I'm just gonna do it off the side. 53.
Not sure. All right, you find there's a few options, I suppose. There's those nets that Jebediah had been using to store things. There's a
Yes.
few of those, and a couple of them are intact.
We should probably hang on to a few of those for traps.
But the holes probably are too big for money, but you might be able to use them for larger objects. There are a few some of the coins and treasures are in sacks, bags of some kind.
Do they have comical money symbols on them?
They do.
Good.
And there's also just telling you your options, there's the sort of makeshift cage the Jebediah was being held in. That I don't know if you could figure out a way to make that work for you.
No empty jars though.
No jars, no carts. There's the potions, but those are
How
full.
am I supposed to capture a fairy without any jars?
Well, you don't even have
Now-
a net.
These nets that we have, would they be useful for fishing, or are the holes way too big?
I guess it depends what you're trying to catch. You could probably try.
Okay.
They're probably like 3 to 4 inches. Each
Okay.
hole.
So a big fish. Okay. So I'm going to add one of the nets to my inventory, just in case, or if we want to trap some more raccoons again, that would be useful.
Oh yeah, can always do with some raccoons.
That's what this quest is about: fighting a dragon and then raccoons.
Collecting raccoons.
Jebediah comes in from outside. Here he is.
Is he well rested?
Not really. I mean, he's a little beat up, but he's
I noticed that, and I offer him a ration in my water skin.
he graciously accepts your offering and takes it all down. Hoser 40K says he's going to do a little research and get back to us
Oh, thank you.
on the mermaid issue.
Ration. There we go.
So yes, he's happy. He's not like I said, it's been a day, which is not pleasant to go without food and water, but he's also not dying. He's just
And I'm
very
also
uncomfortable.
assuming he was also tired from the trek that we had too, right?
Yeah, I mean, you also ran into spiders, and he's been like he also spent the time in a little 4-foot cage.
He's fine.
But he's resting, and he's looks like he's doing a little better. He's walking, he's moving around at least on his own, and he's asking, what so what what happened? What happened? This is crazy. took down a dragon.
You notice we actually were able to kill Pagrias.
Yeah, he was.
And we now have.
He's a rough customer. That's what I call folks.
And yeah, I definitely think that's a fair description.
I call him a roughstomer.
Don't.
Ignore the missing teeth and claws and stuff on him and that huge patch of missing hide.
Mm-hmm.
But look at my beautiful necklace.
We do have all this gold.
Yeah, I noticed that. As
Now-
I was in here, I examined that gold. I was looking at it. Seems to me that, I don't know, I remember what our agreement of payment for being your guide in here?
I remember
Remember
you
that?
said you were going to refund us because we didn't get our stuff was taken.
No. That's not what I said. That's not
Oh,
what I
I
said.
think it is.
I said I was going to get your stuff back, and I did. And also, you sort of made me spend a night as the prisoner of a dragon, which point my life was in danger at any given moment. So I feel like maybe I'm entitled to a bit of a
You are entitled to
Yeah,
nothing.
raise, a little bit of a bonus.
I think.
Because
Hold on.
we got our stuff back. You did
All right,
nothing.
here's the thing. You are right. You
I like what he's saying.
were used as collateral, and there is a lot of gold here.
Caraterol.
It's a great medication.
Collateral? Did I not say it right?
No, the character is saying it wrong.
So here's what I say. We do.
Yeah.
How much gold is there relative? Like, if I'm imagining it, are these like giant piles of gold? Like
They're pretty big piles. I could
bigger than an average person? Like, I'm just trying to. Before I say my thing, I don't want to say like you can get this. It's like turns out there's only 3 pieces or something.
No, there's I mean, a lot of it is smaller denominations, would that be the word? of coins. But there's a decent amount of gold to go around as well. Most of the piles are maybe the biggest ones might be like 3 feet high. A lot of them are like between 1 and 3 feet. Like there's a lot of stuff, and some of that is just junk underneath it. It's not like full on just coins, but
It's not like a Scrooge McDuck.
there's a lot of money. I mean, you could sit around and try to count it if you want.
Yeah, no. I'm just trying to picture it in my head.
Yeah.
All right, so what's our guy's name? I totally just blanked.
Jebediah.
Jebediah, thank you.
Yeah.
So Jebediah.
It's fine. It's not important. I just risked my life for you all.
I'm usually better at remembering. But
Yeah.
how about
Also,
this?
I'm from The Simpsons. Just look at my profile picture. If you forget, go ahead.
You help us take all this loot. Let's say to the edge of the forest where your house is, right? And we'll
Yeah.
give you 25% of it.
Hmm.
And the 75%, we want to actually bring it to Malocus because they really need the funds right now. I don't know if you've been there. It's not doing so hot.
Yeah, I'm sort of. I sort of do that hermit thing. I don't really have an interest in all of that. Let's just say 100 gold. We'll call it even.
What is that compared to my ratio? Is that like
I don't know. What am I, a mathematician?
you're the GM who can describe things? Does it look like there's
Oh, you're
more?
talking to me?
Like how much? Yes, I was talking to you. Sorry. Because I think I mean, I don't need to get an estimate, but I'm probably guessing I could probably look and be like, that's 50% of what's there. Like,
I don't think that's maybe like, in terms of gold pieces, 100. That's maybe like a third of what you can see. But there's a lot more. He's honestly probably. I mean, that's a lot of money, but there's a lot here. So
right.
All right. That seems fair.
I think, yeah, I go to my, let me ask everyone else first. You know, this is a party here. Varys, what are your thoughts? I like the idea.
Sure. Varys would use Mage Hand to then pickpocket him as he leaves.
Oh, good.
And you guys think, like, if we can get this to, surely the mayor will be able to do something with this, and you know, it'd be nice to be able to help that town out.
Wait, what's the mayor's name?
Plum, Mayor Plum.
So it's not Shirley?
I'm not sure I understand the reference.
He said Shirley.
Oh. Got it.
Yeah.
Airplane.
Yeah, no, that works. That's fine.
Yeah, we agree.
Now-
but hold on.
What?
You only get that 100 pieces of gold if you help us bring all this out of the forest. That is a lot of money.
Sure. Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't know. We might have to make multiple trips. I mean, I've got some. I could get some stuff, or we could build. We could cut down some trees, maybe put together some
We probably could
makeshift
carts and stuff. Yeah.
some makeshift hand trucks.
Actually, why don't we use one of the wings off the dragon?
Huh.
I like that.
We could sure maybe. Boy, it's gonna be sure different around here without that dragon.
I think the thing is the
lot
wings
of
are
things
probably
have been
very
dead.
large, and they're going to be hard to navigate through the trees. I think the carts, we can move them around in the trees.
All right.
And I think it wouldn't be too hard for us to do some crafting. I mean, some rolls we'll have to see, but you know, cut some logs. They'll be very rudimentary ones, but we can get the job done.
Now I have a question for everyone before we start going. This is a pretty fat dragon. Do we want to carve it up and maybe get some more eats out of him since we're running low
Green
on?
dragon, and they're poisonous.
Are they?
He literally shot poison breath at us.
All right. Eventually, we're going to lose food.
I mean, we can buy
Eventually,
more
I've been
food.
out of food for like 5 weeks.
You actually haven't been to the tavern for a drink in a while.
I thought Taurens store food and water in their hump.
That's camels.
Oh. You're right, I guess.
I guess if worse comes to worse, we could always eat the cow. I mean, what? Nobody heard me say that.
Excuse me?
All right, so you want to go out and look for some wood, some trees to chop? I mean, there's a lot of trees, so I'm sure we could find some trees to chop. Hey, how you doing, Lydia? Does it sound good?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, do some of us want to Varys
Varys, you wanna
volunteers to
Stay behind the guy.
yeah, he's gonna guard the place.
All right. I mean, isn't this all just a bunch of heavy trees around here?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, it's true, but hey, it's up to you. I don't know what you want to do.
Featherbottom, your axe is required.
All right, let me.
And your axe.
Do I have to roll for anything?
Well, so you're going out. You're out in the forest now. You're walking out there.
I'm out in the forests. Let me. Oop, that went full screen. Let me go out to here. Right, this is the foresty area where the zigzags are.
Yeah, more or less. We can.
All right, and I try to cut down some trees, maybe multiple, with my great axe.
Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna bring up. Get a reminder of what's going on here. How would that work? No, probably not. I'm trying to decide what I'm gonna make you roll. Well,
I can.
I'd say a strength or just a flat strength check. He's chopping down wood.
Or am I attacking the trees?
Well, I think I might first make you roll survival. I think maybe just survival.
Okay.
I think it's a given that you can chop down some trees. I think the survival skill is how many trees you can find that are choppable and
knowing
sturdy.
like what's a good
Yeah.
You're sure not
this
nature?
is good timber.
Right. So
Nature would be
don't talk back to me. Roll survival.
survival skills, correct?
Yeah.
Huh.
All right.
Can I actually join in on that? Because I have a +7 to survival.
Do you have an axe?
I have a mace.
Well, you could I guess you help identify the trees because you're torn in nature and all that stuff.
I'd like to say you could give him advantage, but he rolled the same thing twice. It's fine. It's fine. You still managed to find a few trees that are worthy of chopping down. You find 4 good trees.
Okay. So I'm going to drag these 4 good trees back into the dragon lair. If anybody would like to help me.
All right.
I can do that.
What do we have to roll for that, Jonathan?
No, you're good. You can drag them back in. Each of these trees is, let's say, like between 10 and 20 feet.
Now, crafting, cutting this up. Would that also be survival, or is that going to be?
You did this before. You crafted those traps before. I'm trying to remember.
Right, but that was survival. But that makes sense for traps because you're surviving. You need. This is building a cart. This is like civilization.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
So either like maybe just a intellect.
I don't know.
Can I intimidate the wood?
You will carry this. You will carry this for me.
Let's see. What do most people say?
I could do insight.
I think that since you have carving tools, right? I mean, you have knives and things, right?
Right.
To some extent.
Actually,
you can successfully do it. It's just probably it'll just take time depending on how skilled you are.
Can Jebediah help us?
If you're proficient in the tools that you're using, that I think is going to be and Jebediah is he handcrafts a lot of his stuff. I mean, he lives in like a little wood cabin. So
I am proficient in cooking.
So he can definitely help. So Jebediah can lead you in the process. Oh, that's nice. You can cook.
I was also thinking we could use the nets that are laying around to bind some trees together to help us drag them out of the woods.
Yeah. Do you have rope? I believe.
I do have rope.
All right. So how many? There are there are 3 nets. One of them Featherbottom took,
Right.
but I mean you could use it. So you have 3 nets and 4 trees. How you going to combine them?
I mean, just crafting table. Just da 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 da.
Yeah, perfect. All right. So
And how wide would you say the trees are?
how wide would I say the trees are?
About carting them through the woods.
There may be like, well, I don't know. I guess how wide would you want them to be? Because you probably
Oh, because we could shave them down.
tried to scope out the trees that you wanted. That too, yeah.
So I guess we would want them to fit like maybe about a foot and a half wide
Yeah,
to be able to navigate through the weeds and the trees outside.
yeah. I think that sounds about right. Probably get some that are like between 1 and 2 feet in diameter.
We're basically making like what looks like a canoe, I'm assuming.
Or like kind of like a raft sort of a thing.
Yeah.
Is what I'm picturing in my head, but I'm not totally sure.
Anybody else? Anybody have any ideas?
A shop make platforms, 2 of them, one towards the bottom, one towards the top, to carry stuff with some net material, and we could put wood on the bottom like skis.
I have a really good idea. I don't know what it is,
He just rolled for intelligence.
and I got a crit.
I guess I'll allow this. You figure out a great way to have a makeshift.
I was really hoping actually I'd roll low so I could just be like, I got nothing, guys.
You're able to pull your resources, and I think you can manage to probably have plans to make 2 separate. Between the 4 trees, you can make like 2 different, and combined with the nets, carts, for lack of a better term, that you can drag behind you relatively easily.
And of course, we have a really nice yoke to attach to our cow.
No response there?
He's offended.
Nope.
He left. So, so you're figuring all this stuff out. As you do, you're inside of this tree, and again
Excuse me.
bless you. You look up. If you look up, the tree is hollowed out, and most of the top has also been is gone. It's basically just like a cylinder that with nothing. But there are a handful of branches and
What are we
and
eating, Ivan?
canopy above. Is Ivan eating something?
I'm eating peanuts.
That's his rations.
Can you pass some to me?
I have to get my protein up. Here you go.
Wash your hands.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
But a couple of you start to feel and you hear rain starting to fall.
Seriously, we got to get to the shore. Coelacanth's coming out.
It's starting to get. Oh boy, it's starting to come down. It's not too bad right now, but it is raining.
All right, that's
as
not
you
an
are
issue.
starting to craft.
We're just carting gold through the woods. It's not going to be.
Jebediah, do you think it's best that we sort of just make camp in here and wait for the storm or rain to go through, or do you think we should try to get out of here while we can?
Well, seeing as there's a whole lot of gold, and we don't want to lose none of it, we got to hang out here for a little while anyway, and get through crafting these, and then let's see if it clears up by then or if it gets worse. And then we'll make our decision.
All right.
As your
Also, how
guide.
is everyone's health doing? Because I know I'm down to 13. Would this be a good resting spot?
We could take turns if we. It depends on what happens, but
Okay.
You want
So this tree, I know we searched for a lot of loot and stuff, but is it multi-tiered? Like, are there other floors to it, or is just one open place that we're standing in?
It's pretty much one open space. Are you?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna be right back, guys. I'm gonna go blow my nose.
go for it. I get it. Allergies, pollen in these
I was
trees.
thinking, yeah, there's pollen in these trees. Like, do we want to do more exploring of this giant tree to see if there's anything else around?
Is there anything in particular that you're looking for?
I don't know. I was thinking because people have been, a dragon and some twig blights have been surviving here for a while. Maybe there'd be like, I don't know, weapons or any food or anything like that, just hidden around in pockets.
Go ahead and make an investigation check, and we'll see what you find.
Maybe we'll find the elves that make cookies.
Maybe you'll find a Swiss Family Robinson.
Nope, I see nothing.
Wow, one of those was a really good roll. Unfortunately, for
The other
people,
one?
if anyone isn't familiar with Roll20, it always rolls 2 d20s in case you have inspiration. But in this case, the one that counts is the 2, so your total is 4. And yeah, as I said before, there's a lot of weapons, but they're all like rusty and broken.
Which makes sense.
There's not really too much to find. Yeah.
I guess their main weapon was the dragon. That's a good.
Yeah.
Are there still twig blights floating around, or did they all die when we attacked Mr. Dragon?
You do not see any of them around. They appear to have cleared the area of either, for what reason you could guess, but you don't.
Maybe
see
they
any.
were held captive by the dragon, and they're finally free now to go be their own twig blight best. That's hard to say.
Could be. They certainly seemed to be, at his service.
Right. So maybe they're gone now. They're free. And who was it last time we played? Made the assumption that maybe this tree was made out of twig blights.
Maybe that was Will or Garrett. I don't remember.
That's funny. All right. So I guess we
you,
just
I don't
keep
know.
crafting on this on these rafts or whatever we're making to pull this gold out. Should we start collecting the gold and making one pile?
That's probably a good idea, especially just throw out things that we think are worthless, like
Right.
sort.
I'm
Generally,
sure.
sort.
Sorry.
I was just gonna say, generally, sort doesn't need to be like the gold, but just things of value versus things of not.
Right. And does anybody have blacksmithing skills? Like, if we have all these rusty tools, could we melt them down?
I don't think anyone here does.
Okay. Because that'd be interesting. I would love a new great axe.
You could certainly take them with you, but most of them are. A lot of them are just
beyond.
wood or stone. Like they're not.
Okay.
It doesn't like probably there weren't too many. It doesn't, as far as you can tell, like great adventurers such as yourselves traversing these woods.
And the ones who came in here didn't leave, I'm assuming.
You did find that one guy who got spidered.
I've been spidered once. It's not good.
Yeah, no, it's bad news to be spidered. All right.
Are there any
yes.
more bones laying around, like of visitors past?
You do see some scattered bones in some of the piles as you dig through them, in addition to the other junk. And usually it's hard to tell exactly what the origin of the bones is, but you would guess mostly human. Yeah.
That's good. So I guess
maybe some like rats and pigeons and stuff like that. I don't know, whatever lives. Squirrels.
Twig blights. So I guess while everyone is building, I'm going to start carting over and sorting through the gold and bring it to a middle pile so we have a nice ratio to what we can hold on this cart.
All right.
If those are words that made sense.
Yeah, that made sense. That made perfect
Should I roll
sense.
for anything?
No, you can go ahead, and your Jebediah is helping you out. He's working with you, and he tells you, real good job.
Thanks, buddy.
He's very encouraging.
You know we could have left you here, right? Well,
why did you guys post your language proficiencies in the chat?
I accidentally clicked it earlier.
But then Mulgrew
I was,
also
like,
did
looking
it. just to be belong.
Just want to remind me that I can only speak common while he's fluent in so many languages that when he went abroad.
Yeah, Mulgre's like he's a multilingual scholar.
Well, it's from all that World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I mean it's a world, right?
Of
It's
Warcraft.
not a town of Warcraft.
I should make that game.
Yeah,
There's the
borough
mobile
of
version.
Warcraft, tri-state area of Warcraft. Okay.
All right, so I piled up all the gold in the middle. I'll make a little gold pile. Here, where's my drawing?
Oh, do I get to see it in action?
Pile of gold.
You know, I was almost ready to maybe give you an inspiration, but that doesn't get you an inspiration.
I could do little coins.
So it's a pile of noodles with some.
Here's some gold bars or UFOs, whatever you want to call them.
By the way, you do have 2 inspiration at your disposal, just to remind you in case you ever decide you want to use any of it.
We never remember.
Yeah, fair enough. So,
Well, we remember just after we roll.
Right.
You are able to successfully craft these cart devices, and thank you for labeling that. That's gold. Perfect. Now
Actually, I wrote it on the ground in the dirt with a
Ooh,
stick.
look at this. Who's making
That's
these
better.
beautiful circles over here?
That would be me.
Wow. I wish you were the
He
GM. Oh man, look at all those. So also gold. This is good. So again, you go ahead and you put as much as you're able to carry onto these carts. Plus, I assume you're gonna throw some into your pockets.
We're going to try to carry as much loot out of here as we can.
Yes. So again, it's up to you if you want to try to get an estimate of what you have right now, or you can always wait until you're somewhere else.
I drew
out
the
here.
cards.
Right now, I don't think we need an estimate because we're not going to need a tax return or something on this.
You never know.
Okay, let's see. It says here you got 50,000 gold from a green dragon.
Oh, the green dragon tax.
Yes, that was a business expense.
Oh,
Yeah, we talked business during that fight. So you're able to do that. Now, as time passes, it maybe takes you, a few hours, 3 or 4 hours to get these things built and ready and gather what you can. And you got here bright and early, so it's like around noon now, 12 to 1. But the sky is, I mean, normally it's all, like dimmer in this forest because the trees are so thick. 4 Cs. And it's even more so now because the rain has started to come down harder.
so yeah. Why don't we?
Sounds like
try
it's
and
a storm. There's lightning and thunder that you can see and hear in the distance.
I'm sorry, you said you don't think it's a storm? Or
No,
you
it
say
does.
it's like-
It does sound like it's a storm.
Okay, sorry.
And Jebediah
That's
says,
what
"There's a storm brewing."
I couldn't hear the storm.
Do you think we should just make camp then?
Yeah. Why don't we set up some camp? Keep the gold in the middle so nobody can
Like-
see it.
Well, not even in the middle. I'd say we push the gold and ourselves up against the wall.
That
I
works
mean,
too.
this seems like a pretty good place to make camp. This dragon's been living here for God knows how long. This probably is a sturdy structure for us to make camp. To Jebediah, you know these woods best, so let me know if
Yes. Jebediah says, "Yeah. It would probably be dangerous. Lightning could strike a tree, could hit us, and nonetheless, it would be difficult. The terrain is tough enough as it is. We'd have to be dragging these big carts all the way through the woods."
Dragon these cards through the woods.
Oh,
I see what you did there.
no inspiration for you still. I'm sorry.
Son of a-
But I really liked it. I really liked it a lot. So yeah, Jebediah recommends that.
you don't get inspiration, you get a Jonathan point.
JP.
Yeah, you get a Jonathan point for sure. Oh, I'm trying to. People at home might have heard some of that. Oh, here we go.
What was that?
Just a little. Just working on something in the background for ambience or ambiance, as they say,
Ambiance.
or as I call it, ambiance.
All the single dragons. All the single dragons.
All the single dragons, give your gold up. Oh. Yeah, so he recommends that I guess build can. It doesn't look like it might not let up for a little while.
Like
Yeah,
maybe one
so-
session of D&D.
Could be, yeah, it could be roughly one D&D session's worth of time.
Yeah. So,
Sun. That should be around there.
how is this opening? Is there like if we went up against the wall, is there still rain there?
There are some. It's sort of like imagine you're in a place with a big, like a very leaky roof.
Okay.
But for the most part, there are dry patches, and if you find the right spots, you're okay. And it's also big and open, so like you're not worried about like the entrance is huge. You're not worried about flooding or anything like that.
All right. Yeah. So I say we go for a wall, and if it feels like it's still dripping too much for us, this is the time we could cut off the dragon's wings and pin them to the wall to pretty much make a makeshift tent.
Thinking about that too. Because they are.
Why don't Ivan, your character and I, because you have the actually the strongest, and I probably have the best knowledge on dragon anatomy. Try to get those wings off, and then sort of try to attach them to make this sort of what would you call a makeshift awning, sort of with the wing. Yeah.
I do have a hammer.
Yes,
So-
I do have hammer and what are they called for climbing?
Pythons?
I gotta go to my.
Yes.
so-
What is it called?
Pythons.
Oh, yeah, or pitons.
Pitons.
So that should be
Kinda.
able to help us.
Figure out how this audio works. I had a.
So, what would we want to roll for like animal handling? Because we're
No, this is definitely I think what it's gonna be. If it would be my guess would be a survival because we're pretty much making a tent out of animal parts.
yeah, that makes sense.
There could be maybe some more roles in there like strength and stuff, but I'm not the GM, so not my problem.
Oh, do they actually have a? Ooh. Oh, can you hear that?
No
Oh, you can't hear that.
tube.
Oh, here we go. I think people on the stream can hear it. Now you should be able to hear it. Here it comes.
Ooh,
Oh, now I can't hear it.
Oh man,
Oh, I turned my sound off probably.
I like it.
this is
Wait,
good.
is that ominous music?
Oh, is there music too? Uh-oh.
Oh, I don't like this. This isn't the relaxing music I used to fall asleep to.
I wish I could. This is a little bit annoying. Trying to make it so both you guys can hear it and the stream can hear it. Clearly, I did not have this planned in advance. But that's okay. I don't know why.
Hey,
I'm like-
is Danny still here?
Yes.
Oh. I was scared for a second. I was like, is he?
No, I've been saying things, but I keep getting rolled over.
Oh, man.
Just be louder.
What do you want to say? What do you got? I want to hear it. Well, all right.
No.
You had your chance.
All right, so we're cutting off these wings off this dragon beast,
Oh, here we go.
and we're figuring out music. I'm sorry.
There we go. Sorry. I have my volume down. All right, now everybody can hear the rain. Now it's very, very moody in here. Okay. So you are cutting down some dragon wings. What tools are you using for this?
Let's see.
Well,
This
for
is
the
built
cutting off,
into-
I'd just say the axe, just because we're not worried about like the quality. We're just trying to butcher it off because
I'm
we
gonna
only
u-
care about the webbing half.
I'm gonna use my crossbow. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I want to use my great axe to hack and slash at these wings as
The
close.
base of the base of the wings. We
Yeah.
we don't want to. We want to try to keep the webbing intact as possible.
All right, Jebediah he's taking a breather. He's still
Whole
holding
group,
up.
come over here and stretch one of these wings out so I could get a good slice on it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go. Oh nope, that's drawing.
Mulger,
go
why
right-
don't you make an athletics check?
I actually can't go on top of the dragon. I disappear.
All right, you hold it taut. You do a decent job, so he gets a good cut.
So I slice right into this one right here,
Well done.
and I drag it up. Oh, you just came out from under. I'm here. And then let's. Which wall are we hammering it on? Over here.
I don't know. Is that the driest wall, Jonathan? I can't remember you saying.
Yeah, probably the back wall, and then this one on the right would be your best bets.
Yeah, why don't we do this one so we could still see the entrance, just in case anybody tries to come in and
Oh, I
attack
didn't
us.
think of. Yeah, I guess you could hang it over the entrance too, but obviously the rain will get in a little bit.
the range down in Africa.
I mean, we could see the entrance from everywhere, Ivan. I think we don't have to worry about. So let's just go to the back.
All right. So let's drag a dragon wing.
All right, Jonathan, I'm going to try to climb on the walls and I'm going to ask them to pass the dragon wing to me so I can pin them up to one side up to the wall.
Okay.
Maybe get some. Varys, could you help us out with your mage hand? Sure thing.
Oh yeah, guys. Yeah, I'll hold it up with the mage hand. All right.
My impression of Varys is spot on, right?
I
That's
think
exactly how he sounds.
together we have him nailed. So
And how tall is Mulger?
I forget. Aren't you pretty tall? Aren't you like 7 feet tall or something?
8'10".
Is that true?
So he'd be our good hammering guy. He can.
Well, I thought we'd want to get a little bit higher so we could actually stand underneath this wing, but
Okay, so who's our lightest person?
Varys.
well, that would be Varys. But I'll do it because I should be all right with climbing and I have the materials.
Stand on top of his shoulders.
All right, what do I need to roll?
Let's do athletics, but I'll give you advantage. You're being helped, being aided.
Not enough though.
Yeah,
I slip and fall. My
Yeah,
hands are wet.
yeah. It's starting to come down. It's starting to come down. You pin it up the way that you want, but you do slip and you take 1 damage. You scratched up your hands a little bit.
By the way, I added some emeralds into the pile of treasure.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Some. Yeah.
So I drew the dragon wing. So if you guys want to come underneath it.
Hey, I didn't say they were emeralds, so just so you know.
I'm using the term because I just know it's green jewel. So, all right,
Well done.
Jebediah, you want to join us?
Yep. Here comes Jebediah. Everyone's safely gathered underneath. This is nice. What are you propping? You have like sticks to prop this up, or what are you?
Yeah, we got some leftover wood.
You basically made a makeshift dragon wing tent
There you go.
with dragon wings and bones. I mean, this is pretty good. I'm impressed by this.
I'd like to start a fire, and I still got plenty of ration. Do some cooking for people.
Oh.
I am proficient in cooking, so
Oh yeah, you can do that. You can certainly do that. Yeah, you can. You have some kindling that you could use that's left over from making those carts.
Mulger and I sit around the fire and sing "We Didn't Start the Fire."
Yeah. Well, you didn't.
would the cooking be a survival check?
Yeah, probably.
If I'm proficient in it, does
Yeah.
that mean I have advantage?
It's a
It
good-
doesn't mean I can actually cook.
I think that means you just have your +3. Because you're proficient.
I'm already good in survival,
at
so
level
but
5.
that hasn't come up for me before. It's like
Yeah.
you can do these things. Horse riding. Have we seen a horse?
Not yet. But you never know what the future will bring.
Wow.
So, did you have
burned
your
it.
proficiency included in that?
I think so. I have the check mark box
Oh
next to
yeah,
it.
then I think so because that would have been. What's your survival?
It's a +6.
Oh, so then I don't. So I think you should have a +9 because your proficiency is 3. Am I wrong?
Oh no, it's the 6 includes the 3.
Oh, it does. Okay. Okay, then yes, that is certainly all in there. What were you rolling for again? Oh yeah, to cook something.
Horribly mediocre.
Yeah, I mean,
This chicken is rubbery.
it's
I'm ashamed.
it's filling, but it's nothing special. It's not a gourmet meal, but I mean, what that's okay because I mean I don't know what you're cooking. You're probably some stuff you just found outside.
Some raccoon meat.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sure you probably did. You have some rations with you still? Is that some
I
meat?
do actually have multiple rations with me. So
Okay.
What about the fishmen?
I think you lost all that meat. Finally, I think you used it all up at some point. So anyway.
Oh, we also we can't eat dragon, right?
I wouldn't suggest it because it's probably poisonous.
Okay.
Unless someone was specifically trained to carve up a green dragon.
Anyone? Anyone here? Bueller?
Oh yeah, me, Varys. I'm a carving expert of dragons.
Let's carve Varys.
Huh? What? What?
Nothing.
Oh.
I'm going to carve your mage hand. Looks
But-
meaty.
While we're waiting and having this meal, Jebediah, do you have any cool stories?
I could tell you some stories. Sure, you want to hear about the life of old Jebediah?
I would love to have a flashback and hear about the life of old Jebediah.
Well, as you know, I come from Polaria. I'm Polish. And my people are a rich and storied people. As you know, our meal of choice is the muskrat. That's why I have a muskrat hat. It's
Have you heard
food
the song Muskrat Love?
and clothing. No, how does it go?
I can't sing it. We'll get demonetized.
Oh,
But
fair
it's a
enough.
terrible.
Yeah, we need to have.
Oh, the rain went away.
Oh wow. Oh, I guess it cleared up. Wow. Oh, wait a minute. Listen harder.
The rain's back.
I guess that's just the eye of the storm.
It's just a passing storm.
Also, there should be more violent sounding. Do I have a?
Some
Oh, here we
thunderbolts
go.
and lightning.
Oh, here we go. This is what we want. This is included in Roll20, by the way. These things that I'm finding.
Oh,
How about this one?
Honestly, it's getting me a little sleepy.
ooh, ooh.
Yeah, this is a little more what we're going for. It's getting dangerous out there. Anyway, Jebediah continues his story. He's like, hey, do you want to hear about the time that I chose to live a life of solitude on the outskirts of the forest of Malocus?
Ooh, origin story. Let's go.
Yes. And of course this is called the Malocus Forest.
Oh, is that the name?
That's what it's called. I named it that.
Me and Mulgrew are sitting on the corner on the ground playing tic-tac-toe in the dirt.
I have a deck of cards if you guys want to play something.
Eh,
Actually, in the game, I have a deck of cards.
I looked at mine too.
Yeah, feel free to, if you want to draw out your tic-tac-toe game, go ahead. Oh,
Ready?
no, trees.
But Jebediah, your story?
Yes. Oh,
Sure.
Yes, of course. Well, I left Polaria when I was 17
Your turn.
on a search for adventure and glory. And I came here to Malokus. Of course, now I'm 57. But
You don't look a day over 90.
I'm in excellent shape. I train rigorously, and I do a lot of work with my hands, and I'm out there. I'm outdoorsy type. I'm all in the woods and such. And when I came here, the city was not as bad as it is now, but it was still pretty bad.
You win.
Why did it? Do you know why it went downhill so fast?
Of course, you know that Malokus was at one point a fabled land of riches and beauty and great wonder. I believe that's probably why you adventurers sought it out in the first place, when you first set out on the beginning of your campaign journey.
Yeah, along with we had an old drow companion. Shame what happened to him.
I mean, he sounds maybe not so trustworthy, but that's just me. I'm a racist against drows, like pretty much everyone is in D&D. But I'm not crazy about half-orcs either. But you know what? I live a life of solitude, and I let things slide, and I believe people deserve a chance at redemption. Anyway, that's another story. It's just strange things started happening around as the years went by. They got worse and worse, and the wild animals began attacking at night, and of course there were the hauntings and the
Close one.
babies being eaten in the night.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, do we remember the demon we fought and killed? He had a dead baby with him.
Oh, that's right. The dead baby demon.
You've also heard pretty much every night you hear babies just crying when you go to sleep in your house.
I shouldn't laugh at that.
But
I'm pretty sure that's just called being a dad.
And then the final. I finally left once the smog rolled in, and I just have been out here ever since for years now, and I just make my way out here by myself.
Not to tell you what to do and where to live, but just to let you know, we actually cleared up that smog.
Huh? Cleared up the smog, say you?
Yeah, with a magical broom. I'm still a little not sure how that worked out, but it did.
Huh? Wow. You've really all come a long way as adventurers, boy. If you sit around and really think about it and reflect upon your thoughts and how much you've grown, it's pretty impressive.
No, I mean we've only been maybe grown like a fourth of what we could possibly be. I think like 15 more levels or something, then we've really come a long way.
Well, what are some of your favorite moments from your journeys? I sure would love to reminisce about them.
Gotta love a
Fish
flashback episode.
Anyone? What was that?
Nothing.
No,
Fish
I heard.
meat.
Oh, what happened? Where'd you get fish meat from?
Well, we carved out humanoid fish and then we ate them.
Who ate them?
I did.
Well,
You.
he did. The raccoons did.
Yeah, the raccoons. You guys used them as bait, but I don't remember anyone eating any of the fish meat.
Mulgrew, tell our friend here the story about the bar. Of the far off land at the bar.
Yeah, Mulgrew, tell us.
I don't
Regale
remember.
me. Regale me, please.
Well, there was a bartender. What was he made out of? He's a very interesting man.
Do you mean Ignatius?
Yeah, he had a very stone face.
I know him. He's what they call what is he? Was he I think he's just
Golem?
a golem. Yeah.
Golem, sorry, not Gollum. Two very different things.
It was not.
Featherbottom, I have a question for you while we're
Yes.
sitting around fire.
Yes.
You refer to yourself as like Lord Featherbottom II. That implies royalty. And plus, we had that weird flashback where you said it was your father.
Yes.
So what's up? What's your story here?
Oh, well, my father is the king of something. and well, his name was Lord Featherbottom the First. I guess you can call him Lord Featherbottom Jr. He's a junior bottom. And let me see, what is my story?
You know, your father's actually King Tinman.
I didn't know that. Sorry. I try to block out my my past life.
It's
Well,
we don't know why you're named Featherbottom
This is
II.
the retcon episode, so go nuts.
Yeah, I mean, why does your dad have a different name than you? Sorry, Jebediah
Well-
asks that.
I literally liked the name Lord Featherbottom II. I made it up myself.
Oh,
Yep.
Is it named after someone in particular, or just?
No. I just didn't want people to know my true family name.
that's what he is.
What?
Sorry.
Are you ashamed of your family? Is it just hiding from? You just don't want people to know that you're royalty in general?
Well, I often bring shame to my family by doing stupid things like killing a dragon.
I feel like killing a dragon is maybe not.
Oh, not this
Well-
dragon.
Yeah, because I was gonna say like,
I killed my
know-
father's dragon. He was a pet of
Oh.
ours.
oh,
Yeah, he wasn't happy. I fed him rotten fish meat.
so you're
On
so
purpose?
are you exiled?
Well, I mean, I ran away before my father could say anything.
Oh, and you haven't seen him since.
Well, except for that one time where we saw him.
Well, that was an illusion.
An illusion.
Oh, that's right.
How long ago was that?
Ooh, what? That I ran away, or we saw the illusion?
You ran away.
Oh, it's been about 7 years.
Oh wow! So you've been journeying for quite some time.
Yes, I was a young lad when I ran away.
I have not. I've been more new to leaving. I'm in the town of Cannabis. I was recently just sent out by the. Did I have a title for what the head leader's called? I don't have my 7 pages I sent you. I think. Do I? Do I have
Yeah,
my notes here?
they were called the Dragon Leader.
I don't think I have my way too many notes on this laptop. Let me check the drive. Yeah, Jonathan, when we were doing this campaign, said just go nuts, and I didn't know what we were even going to do yet, so I wrote too much.
I have it
And-
here.
Is it in the drive? Like, how did I send it to you? I'm just curious.
I think
X
you emailed
first.
it to me, and I saved it on my own drive.
Okay. So yeah, I was sent out.
You were sent out from the. You're of the Praxius clan. Well, that's your last name.
I know I have the I was sent out to try to find one of our head clerics. Went missing. Who's actually the mother of my friend. So I was sent out to explore and also send back notes. I actually have this journal. I should probably be mailing stuff back, but apparently there's no post office in Malokus. So I'm hoping this money can set up a post office so I can respond back to them and let them know I'm alive.
Varys says, "Oh, there's that city to the west, Bonocus." And
I mean, we definitely got to check it out. We'll see how far away it is.
Bonocus. I never made it that far. Heard it's a seedy place.
Yeah, I mean, that judging by the goblins that. Oh, did we tell you our Lord Featherbomb just took one goblin's knees like straight off?
Yep.
Oh, great! It's free. Let's go.
Oh wow.
Another Eye of the Storm.
I guess. No, I think this time it might really be oh no. I thought it was passing that time. Well, we'll have to wait it out a little longer. Unfortunately, that's
I bet some like a blue dragon or something fighting each other or fighting with another dragon, and it's just a storm. We just gotta wait, see what. Actually, we should get out of here with the gold before they decide to take over this dragon's hoard.
now I'll remind you, you previously not too long ago found some dragonborn tracks
Oh, that's right. I completely forgot about that.
in the wolves' den.
Yeah, everything's just been so hectic. Jebediah, I'm out of curiosity. Have you seen another dragonborn besides me in ever?
I can't say that I have. I think I would remember that, but
Yeah, I have a feeling. I don't see many Dragonborn out in these parts.
Of course, I don't venture towards a lot of the areas of the woods that are more dangerous. But then it's not like where I live is the only entrance. They could come in from any direction, really.
No, I'm pretty sure that the game designers made only one entrance into this forest. you know.
Yeah, that may very well be. Who knows? Who knows what the deal is with all that? As you're sitting around enjoying each other's company. Oh, also Varys tells you a story about how he.
I wanted to ask Varys, but I'm like, I do feel that's a little bit over the line because we don't know what he'd want us to know or
he
not.
may or may not tell you some things about his origin story. We'll find out later.
I imagine now it's like, I may have been born 100 years ago, which may have been in a forest and may have been in the great city of the elves.
As you sit, you notice that it's in certain parts, the rain, it's falling on the dragon, on other just on the ground areas of your various surroundings. Oh, by the way, sorry, before I say this, I wanted to correct the record. Ignatius is not a golem. He is this thing. He is a Galeb Dur, which is, I think, much cooler. He's awesome. He was summoned to guard a temple, but then it took too long, so he left and opened up his own bar.
Oh,
Yeah, so he's pretty cool. So
he's an entrepreneur.
That's right. So now you know about that. I mean, you know this because you met him and he told this to you. But
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Or it hasn't. I don't know.
Yeah, it's been who knows how long. It feels like maybe weeks. But anyway, you notice that the rain starts to affect the ground and other things it's hitting in a way unlike normal rain. And the things that these drops are hitting are starting to steam a little, and even in some areas, like you see some leaves on the ground and some branches starting to dissolve and wear away as the rain hits it.
Jebediah? What is this?
That's bad.
Do you have acid rain here?
Mulgrew, help me grab
we're
the
not
gold.
supposed
Help
to.
me grab the gold.
Okay, grabbing gold.
Hold on. What were you saying, Jonathan?
No, no, there's not. That shouldn't be happening. But between those crazy thorn vines earlier and everything else that's been going on in these woods, and you guys showing up, I'm just learning new things every day. So maybe this is just how things are now. Dragonhide is pretty tough. We should be safe underneath that until it goes. But
aren't we underneath Dragonhide right now?
Yes, we are. Yes, so that's good. That was good planning on our part. But yeah, we may want to take a look at bringing in some of that stuff underneath here, just in case.
I thought we moved the carts and everything underneath.
Oh, it's up. Yeah, I don't know. Did you?
Yeah, I thought that's what the plan was.
Oh,
Because I thought we'd want it close by.
Okay, then never mind. Never mind. Don't grab the gold. Keep it where it is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I suppose you got a lot of it, as much as you could under those carts. There are a few piles still here and there of stuff, but that's just for your information.
Now, is this rain breaking down the tree that we're in?
It's certainly not. It would probably take a lot of rain.
Okay.
It's a pretty big, old, thick tree. But who knows how long the storm will go on or how serious it will get.
I turn and ask Mulgrew, how many C's do you think this tree is?
3 C's.
3 C's? Okay. It's a thick tree.
Yes, we're good and safe in here. I don't know about, if we were out there in the wilderness, we might be more exposed, as if there are still any lingering folk out there, or any of those magic users or critters. Maybe if they found a cave or tents. Otherwise, yeah, this could do some damage.
Do you think this will kill the wolves?
They're right next to a cave, so my guess is they'll run for cover.
Hmm.
Not much we can do now, though. So I guess we're still stuck under this dragon wing.
Should we? Do we have any empty glass containers? Maybe we should want to collect some of this rain.
No, I specifically asked for jars.
There are the bottles that the potions are in, but they have potions in them.
They have potion in them. Does anybody have
Potion
detect
seller.
detect anything to see maybe what this rain is?
Varys, can you see if it's magical?
Oh, I sure can, folks.
What?
Sure, let me cast Detect Magic. It's a cantrip, right? I could just keep doing it.
You can if you're being controlled by the GM.
Sounds good. Yeah, Varys finds that this most likely is a magical in origin, this rain, and he can also determine that it's not an illusion or anything like that. This is definitely real rain. And but
Is it falling mainly on the plane?
it depends on who you ask.
Can detect magic detect if a magic user is casting a spell nearby?
I think it just shows you like within a certain radius if things are magical. So he's seeing like magic come from the rain itself as it falls.
You guys don't think that wizard that disappeared is casting this, do you?
Huh. I didn't till you said something.
Possible.
As you're sitting around, you hear from just outside the entrance of the tree. It sounds like kind of a whimpering, like a.
Can I see if I see anyone out there or something?
Yeah, from where you're sitting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you make?
Can I use my dragon eyes?
Well, you could probably
My
go out there.
brand.
We're using dragon hide to
Oh, hold on. I want to see if I can see anything first.
and your dragon hide.
Perception, I'm
Oh, yeah,
guessing.
you are dragon
That's
hide.
true. Yeah, go ahead and roll perception. Well, he's dragon born hide.
That's his last name.
Yeah, that's right.
I often forget you're dragonborn.
Me too.
I don't act it. I don't see anything, I guess.
Yeah, you can tell there's something coming from again just outside the entrance.
I'm gonna unroll the big thing of dragon hide that I cut off earlier, and sort of use it like a poncho.
Okay.
And I gotta move this for a second. There I am.
Oh no, the gold! It burns.
And I'm gonna run out there and see if. Oh, did I delete myself? No, there.
No,
I am.
you're just underneath the dragon's
The
white
dragon
background.
There I go. I'm gone. There. I'm gone. There. All right. I'm gonna run out and see and go and look around. Now that I'm closer, do I see anything?
Yeah. You recognize as you get closer. It sounds like a small animal, and you can see like hiding and cowering underneath a small bush is your old friend Temet the fox that you met earlier, and he's still got.
I get in here and like, Temet, come here, come on, quickly.
Oh, he's very scared.
All right, I run over. Can I run over to his bush with the dragon cloak?
Yeah, go ahead.
And I try to. Oh, I can see
Hold on.
clearly now.
No. Listen. There's it's still going.
While it stopped, the
Seamless.
quick second it stopped raining, I pick up Temet and tuck him into my jacket.
I'll leave it up to you. What do you want to? Maybe do an animal handling or even acrobatics roll to try and.
I'm gonna go with animal handling because he knows me, so it's like if I succeed, he recognizes me and doesn't. If I fail, he freaks out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you advantage on that because you bonded with this guy previously, and he never forgets a face. So readily recognizes you as you come closer, and scurries through, and you're able to get him in your arms.
All right, and I quickly run back with my dragon hide back to the safety of the wing.
Now make an acrobatics roll now.
I gotta go back to my page. Acrobatics, athletics, acrobatics.
Pretty good. You make your way back, and you hold everything intact, and neither you nor the fox take any further damage. The fox definitely looks. He's a little freaked out, like his tail's a little singed, and he's still got some mushrooms growing out of his back. For people,
I give him a little bit of the mediocre leftover food we have.
Oh, that's good. He likes that. For anyone who hasn't watched or didn't know about all our streams, there was a witch who was making mushrooms grow out of people, which Mulgrew also has that infliction right now.
We really should look into this.
It doesn't. It hasn't gotten to be harmful as that you know of as of yet.
It's still something worrisome. I know. My mom was a druid, and I know enough that plant things should not be ignored. Speaking of which, can I look at the hide I was using as protection and see, like, is it melting? Like, do I see any effects? I'm just curious.
It looks pretty good. You were only out there for a short time, and it seems like the dragon hide is pretty good under these conditions. It probably would take a lot for it to get worn away too much.
What's the dragon corpse looking like?
It's pretty much. I mean, it's a little bit worse on its front side, where it's not. Actually, I think that's not true. I think that's like a myth. I think dragons are actually pretty.
They are pretty.
I think dragons are pretty.
That's a bold statement.
Well, I'm a bold guy. It looks pretty, and for the most part, it's protected.
Okay.
The rain's not having too much of an effect on it. So, Jebediah says, well, it looks like we might as well, we got the fire going. I guess we'll just sleep here for the night, or for now at least, until it clears up. I'm going to take a nap. Wake me up before you go.
I think that's what we should do. We'll take turns, and we can heal and stuff.
Do you want to take a short rest? Or a long rest?
I don't see why not just take a long rest, because I feel like it's already late.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do a long rest because I'm pretty.
Well, I just
out of
assume the
sorts.
storm's gonna go take a while,
Yeah, no, that's
Right.
fair. So,
All right.
and you did. I mean, you did just spend your day killing a dragon. You're probably tired.
and making
And
a tree.
building and a tent. I'll take first shift.
Okay.
Eris, you want to take the shift afterwards?
Sure. I don't need that much
Sure
sleep because I
thing.
only sleep for 4 hours, guys. That's my thing. I don't sleep much.
All right. And Mulgrew, do you need a long rest or a short rest?
Long
need
rest
a
sounds good. Oh, sorry, I forgot he's here. Go ahead, Mulger.
I need a long rest.
Okay, so too long, too short?
I mean, you probably all are just going to take. If one of you's taking a long rest, then
Okay.
you can take shifts in between, and that's fine.
All right, so we take a long rest.
All right, so if you want to recover any whatever hit dice, and I don't think you've. Well, yeah, any spells that spell slots, etc. I guess you did probably. I know Mulgrew burned through a few of those during the fight.
Yeah.
I used to shop there all the time. Spell slots, etc.
I'm taking an inspiration away from you.
Darn it!
Yeah, and as the night goes on, any potential foes that might have approached you aren't going to do so in this weather. It's
Right.
Just too dangerous for that. So you're pretty safe. You're pretty well protected in here as it is, and finally the morning comes, and
Do you have morning music?
Yeah, here's your morning music.
Didn't we YouTube that one time? It's literally called morning music.
Yeah, I think that is what it's called. It's like classical music. You wake up anew, and the rain has finally come to an end. Again, you now know it was somehow magical in origin, but not specifically how or why or from where it came.
It was almost like it was something meant to pin us down. All right. I say, Jebediah, do you think we're good to make the journey back now?
I think we're ready to take this stuff out on our next adventure. Next time.
Where did he get an organ from? Dun dun dun.
Oh, I was like, he's in a much better mood. Usually he's like, yeah, I'm Jebediah. And this time I was like, let's go on an adventure. I'm like, wow.
He drank some of that rain.
Are you hiding?
The rain.
He's amped up. So yeah, you had
He's about to become very rich. So
Right. He realized how much gold he's getting.
You are finally ready to make your way out of this forest. You've been through a lot. You encountered giant spiders. You dealt with and then murdered a dragon. Maybe murdered is a strong word.
Slay?
You
slayed a dragon?
slew a dragon, and as well as some kind of a mutant dinosaur, and even what appeared to be a underdeveloped Shoggoth from another dimension, as well as some goblins and a green hag that tried to turn you into mushrooms. I mean, you've been through a lot in this forest.
Also, me and Mulgrew played a whole bunch of tic-tac-toe that you guys weren't playing with us.
Who won the most games?
I think Mulgrew did.
All right, Mulgrew gets a little bit bonus XP.
Nice. Do I level up?
Not yet, sorry.
Oh, be careful, Jonathan. Don't repeat the same mistake I did in the World Ends RPG. By giving someone a stat bonus for winning a game night.
He's Mulgrew's already OP, so it's fine. So anyway, that's what happened. But you're finally ready to make your way out, and it appears that you'll be making your way out much richer. While a lot of the leftover riches that were in there have been melted by the rain. What you got safe and sound was still a pretty decent haul, and you're ready to drag it out.
I am very excited to see how Plum reacts to this.
We're walking down whistling Dixie.
Except, you know what's going to happen? We're going to bring in like, look what we got for you. He's going to be like, that's not enough.
Or he'll be dead.
Yeah, it's never good enough.
I've played this game before.
So, unfortunately, again, we were without one of our party members this session, but hopefully next time he'll be back. I'm sure we'll be streaming this again at some point in the future. Maybe not the next session, but you can always hear our reports, as we said, on our Patreon exclusive podcast if you're curious as to our ongoing adventures. And hopefully,
how can they get to that?
Oh, that's at patreon.com/rollforcrit. Link in the description down below too if you want to check it out. Or you can just subscribe to our channel and leave a comment. That helps us out a lot too. And hopefully you enjoyed this little this little quieter introspective episode about character development and growth after a long battle. I think you deserved a little break, right?
Right. Mm-hmm. We had some fun. We played some games. We learned our backstories again.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, you remember.
Well, I don't think our characters actually talk to each other about their backstory, so this is sort of a first.
Yeah,
and we realized acid rain is a thing.
Acid rain. You've been adventuring for well, let's see. I wonder how long has it been in game time, I wonder.
2 hours.
It's got to be like
We've slept a couple nights.
Oh, more than a couple. I would even say it's been like a month or two.
Ooh, wow.
Oh, we've lived an exciting month. What is it, 2020?
I feel like it's only been like a week in that time just because I'm trying to remember how many, because I guess.
No, I mean, you arrived and then you had to deal with a lot, meeting the town, then like you went to a temple and then
we met the granny.
Right, but I feel like a lot of it is just all done in a day.
It's true, but but I'm gonna, there was probably downtime where like you just were hanging out.
We just don't talk about the boring days,
right?
Somehow we forget about them.
Yeah, it's like there's a reason on TV you don't like see the people like sleeping and eating,
Right. Or
Well,
us catching
I
raccoons.
think it's just that all people on TV don't need to use the bathroom. They don't
Oh,
exist.
It's like another
That's why we never
universe.
see them. Mm-hmm.
Actually, fun fact
Biologically completely different.
in the show The Brady Bunch, if you ever looked at their bathroom, they never installed a toilet.
That
There's
is a
no
fun
toilet
fact.
on the Brady Bunch.
Also, I hope. And on that note, that's gonna do it. Let us know if you'd like to see. Stay tuned for more streams in the future. We'll be, always talking about our schedules and stuff. Of course, things are always changing, ongoing as we go in this brave new streaming and remote filming world. So stay tuned to our Twitter and stuff, which we have links for in the description to find out what's
And
going
our
on.
Instagram.
All that stuff. Hey, I said and stuff.
And stuff.
That would be great if you did, and we thank you for joining us. And just in general, stay safe out there. Whatever you're doing in the world right now, do your best to stay safe and
Wash your hands.
yeah, wash your hands and whatever you need to do. All right, say goodbye, everybody.
See ya, and thank you again for joining us.
Bye, everybody.